So by the end of today, I hope, my goal is that we are going to do a full run through, a full playthrough of level 1 of Decked Out, minus the Ravagers and minus the Evokers. But I do expect to have everything else working. I have so much done. We have the Clank's going to be working, the Hazard's going to be working, the Treasure's going to be dropping, the Embers is going to be dropping. We're going to have compasses that you're going to get based on the difficulty. It's going to point you to an artifact. You're going to see the new artifact stuff in the game. But for real though, a lot has been done. I spent probably 3 days. We've designed completely new cards. I mean, oops. Yeah, the old cards were okay, but they just didn't have that zing to them. They didn't have the magic. They didn't have that synergy and fun of building decks. So we have 40 brand new cards. I mean, some of them carried over from last one, but we have about 40 brand new cards that I want to launch the game with. And guys, this new set of cards are amazing. And I know you're going to want to all see them right now, but I think I'm going to actually hold off on that. I'm going to hold off on that, and I want to reveal them probably closer to the launch of the season, because quite honestly, there's going to be some changes that are still happening. But for real, the new cards are just absolutely fantastic, and I think when you guys see them, you're gonna get very excited about the idea of how certain decks might be built now. In addition to that, I have been busy. Let me get on inside here, and then nope, this isn't where I want to be. I want to be down here. If you remember last episode, we did the whole difficulty selector thing. I'm super happy with how that turned out and everything. By the way, I did take the time and rename these from Compass to Dropper because that was annoying me. But more importantly, we now have the actual compasses that the players are going to get. I took a live stream and we went through, and all 24 lodestones on level 1 are now have compasses bound to them. Okay, and it's like, because they're all the same name, of course, so the players can't tell what they're getting, but like, this is compass number 1. This points to lodestone number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this is like 9 through 16. I'm only putting 8 in each dropper. I misspoke on the last video. And then these, you'll notice these are a different color, because these right here, these are the 16 compasses you might get for choosing the easy difficulty. When you choose medium, you're going to choose from droppers 3 and 4, and we don't have level 2 stuff yet, because level 2, or medium I should say, is split between droppers 3 and droppers 4. Again, these aren't done yet, but you'll see that's why the color code changed. The compasses are going to be color coded to the difficulty that they are associated with. One of the things I've been ridiculously excited about, and I've been putting off forever because we just haven't been ready, is this. And this is what's happening today. Today we're going to start actually programming, and that's what I call it because it sounds cool, but basically coding, programming, I don't know, whatever, making the redstone for each card and how it interacts with the game. So as a refresher, for those of you that weren't here a while ago when I made this, these big quartz white trays here, so over there are the trays for the permanent cards, because they get processed first. And then right here are I call them trays, I guess, I don't know, this a little area where I have the capability of doing all the redstone for each of the cards. Okay, so every vertical slice is a different card indicator. Okay, and like you can see how they have like a redstone block there. That slime block will lift up, and then basically this area right here is going to get a signal for the card that's in that column, right? And then, so basically we have, in series of 4 here, there's four trays, I guess, that all relate to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the pattern repeats. And obviously the slime and the honey don't stick, and all the sliding and everything works great. So what I want to do is code the first card here, and it's going to be ridiculously easy. And this is going to be the sneak card. Now, I know that there are going to be other cards that interact with the sneak card, and they're going to want to be built adjacent to it for redstone reasons and stuff like that. So I'm going to choose, I want to choose an area that's close, because sneak is going to be a very common card to be played. So having it be close is a good thing. I'm going to choose the second one right here. Okay. So now when the second slotted car or whatever, if this is gonna be sneak, triggers, this redstone block will lift up, we'll get a signal here. So I mean, this is like the easiest one. All sneak does is, in fact, I just need to make this I need a pulse limiter, and there we go. That'll do. I think basically I just want to, when the redstone block lifts up, it'll power, and then when it unpowers, which is like, you know, a couple ticks later, it drops down, and you can see how the rail just pulsed there. So now we're sending the signals kind of through rails for efficiency reasons. So what I need to do with this rail now is signal that red line, because the red line is the Clank triggered line. This is why we have this bus system. This is why we put the bus system right in front of all the card processors. All the cards now have full access to basically any event on the bus they want, and they can trigger whatever they want to make anything happen. And that's it. I mean, that's the first card programmed. That is Sneak. Very easy. Of course, later on, we're going to have more complicated ones, like cards that add 5 or 6 or 10 of something. And we're going to have like little systems there that turn one pulse into many ticks to, you know, that kind of thing. We'll get to those later. But the way I'm signaling these down the thing here and through the observers, through the tracks here, it's a little bit heavy on the observers, but I think it's very clean and space efficient. So I like that. So this red line goes through all these without affecting those guys and hits that rail over there. And then it goes down into the Clank processor over there. So all I want to do now is actually like label these. And I was just thinking this would be a great place. Wouldn't it be great to just have the hanging signs right now? Those, I think they're in 120 or whatever. I want to be able to hang a sign right there that says Sneak on it, but I guess not. We will put it here and I will say Sneak, and let's see, we're going to give it a little bit of, something, a little bit extra something there. So I know that this area here, what card we are processing. And up at the top here, we have all of these signs here that we added a long time ago. Hold on, let me just edit this sign here. Yeah, we don't have that yet. What I do want to do though is also, you know, the second column is now the Sneak cards. So when I have the Sneak cards, it'll replace this stick here, and that'll be the sorter, which will trigger the signal, and then it'll send the thing, and then boop, and then Sneak, and everything's happy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and program the next 3 cards, the remaining common cards in the game. We have Treasure Hunter, Ember Seeker, and Stability. Oh, it looks like Doc has got a present for me. I like presents. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Oh my God, you look scary. Them eyes.
I know.
Dude, I was just admiring your build, bro. It's just sick.
It took a while. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out though. Thank you. Yeah.
Dude, but you know, it has so much the scale. It needed this scale so it can look that scary and imposing.
Exactly. It's imposing now. That's the right word. Yeah. Intimidating.
Dude, man. It feels like a giant warden is looking down on you and coming and say, come in and I stomp you.
That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
So, yeah, dude, I'm running the tunnel bore and here, look, man. I brought some presents.
I don't even have inventory space for this, so no.
You could also just place them down, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I got string here too. Okay.
Yeah, cobble deep slate galore.
Oh, that's so good. Because my next level is the black mines, and it's all themed on like, you know, mine shafts that are going to be black, and everything. This is going to be great, man. It's going to be perfect.
Yeah. It's just, you know, I'm getting so much. It's just a side product.
I know. Yeah, I got to see this Tunnel Warriors. It sounds incredible. Are you just doing it for fun, or is there a goal in mind?
No. I needed some more diamond ore blocks because I've been using them for all my redstone stuff this season. You know, so
of course, as one
does. It
was
a necessity. It's running. It's my standard tunnel bore I had before in the other seasons.
Okay.
This time only I hooked up like 80 wardens to it and pulling them along. And yeah, I prefer, you know, as a mob switch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that too, right? I'm pretty sure you're gonna need wardens here for that.
Yeah, no, and I know you got a warden farm set up. Yeah,
the system like is perfected now. We can transport them over the nether roof and pretty much drop them anywhere you need. And
I might, because it's something I've never done. I might want to just do my own for funsies, but we'll see. I'm gonna see what you did, and I may, you know, because time is short, so I may just take you up on that.
If you need it, just an offer, you know.
Absolutely, no, I totally appreciate that. Okay, hey man, I appreciate this so much. You just saved me a ton of time, so thank you.
Just let me know if you need more. I got like
infinite. Okay,
all right.
Thanks, man. And we are back. Cards have been programmed. More work has been done. Let me show you what we got here. So the Sneak one, pretty straightforward. This lifts up and pulses this thing. I did make a mistake in the last clip though, and I had it running to the red line. That's bad. That's the one that generates Clank. We don't want that. That's the one that all the shriekers are hooked up to. This card blocks Clank. So that's what the blue line is. That is the Clank blocker line. So anytime a card, or I mean something else if I really wanted it to, wants to add blocked Clank, it triggers the blue line, and basically any future Clank that is generated will then be blocked. Up here on the top of the tray, we've got the Treasure Hunter, a little bit of extender here, and this guy pushes forward here, which does a little quick clock, and basically it makes 4 quick quick ticks that will go onto the yellow line, and that is the Q treasure line. Every time that's ticked, one more little piece of treasure will be added to the dungeon. And we have Ember Seeker. Again, these are all the very common cards, kind of starter cards. You'll replace them all once you get a good deck going. This is Ember Seeker. All it does is add 2 Frost Ember drops. That is the white line for queuing Frost Ember drops. It goes over there. And then we have Stability, which is another one pretty standard. It blocks Hazard, and that is what is that pink or I can never tell. Magenta. The magenta line blocks Hazard, so same thing as Sneak, basically. But I mean, let's be honest. Overall, these are very simple cards. They're going to get much more complicated as I have to start doing, adding memory circuits and things like that to keep track of systems and keep track of counters so that the cards react differently. The new cards I have some pretty interesting concepts in them, and these trays are definitely going to need to be expanded out. I question if I even have enough room. Okay, now it is time for some fun here. Okay, what we're going to do now is get some audio hooked up here. I've got 4 shulkers here. We've got shulker number 1. These are all audio of the Sneak card. We have this one, which is all audio of the Ember Seeker card. These took a while, by the way. I'm just going to say we got Stability and we've got Treasure Hunter. We might have done a little bit of a voice acting audio recording session in live stream. It was comical. It was entertaining. You could check it out on my second channel as always. And yeah, we got a lot more of these to go though. So let's see what we got here. We went with the same effects we had last time. This is Sneak. Sneak. I mean, it's just a simple word, but it does the job. We put those back there. We'll take a arbitrary Ember Seeker here. Ember Seeker. Yeah, these are all just me and my dumb voice. I know I'm not a professional voice actor, but it does the job, I think, with some effects. Stability. Got that one, and then the last one is Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter. So what I want to do now is take all of these guys here. We're going to go a-doink, 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 a-doink. And we're now going to put them into the audio processor. So remember, each one of these slices is a processor for an individual card. I know the first one is Stability. So let me grab all of these. And I want to start loading them. We're going to go, oh, wait. Those need to come out. All right, there we go. We got 9 discs there, 5 there, 9 more there, and there we go. And 4 there, because I only had 27 total. I think that does 27. And I got a dummy item here, which is fine, actually, because we're never going to play more than 4 discs at a time. 2 for levels 1 and 2, and 2 for levels 3 and 4. So that item there should actually never even move. Okay, what else? I have also increased the main bus line, or at least that's what I call it, is the bus line. This is where I send all the signals in like a nice compact way through and around Decked Out. We've added another row on the bottom here. We got blue, we got magenta, we got cyan, and there will be a green one here eventually. And I'm going to put on the screen now my current bus line kind of allocation, if that makes sense. It's not, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, they're just kind of the way they are, and I just threw them in whatever. It could have been laid out a bit better and similar systems put next to each other, but that didn't happen. But what that has allowed me to do now is this. I've added these new systems here. I don't even know what I'm calling this. The localized event audio system. Basically what I've done here is added 5 banks of new music discs. Very simple. By the way, we're in 119.4 now, and with the new changes, as you probably know, jukeboxes and hoppers and stuff all changed. So like in vanilla now, you can have hoppers put discs into jukeboxes finally, which is amazing. And more importantly, and this is great actually, when it plays a music disc, the jukebox gives off a signal 15 redstone signal, so it automatically locks the hoppers below it and stuff. So you put a disc in, it plays, and when it's done, it automatically comes out. And I had to actually last night I had to like fix and redo the whole Clank processing system and everything. Not the processing, the Clank audio system had to be redone. Where is it? Yeah, that guy there had to be redone. But this is great. So what we've got here is 5 aligned disc systems here, where all I've got to do is just tick this dropper and it'll go boop, 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 and it'll play that audio disc, and when it's done, it'll loop back out. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be for things like when you block Clank, when Hazard increases, or when Hazard gets blocked, things that previously you wouldn't have had any notification for, you will now have notification. We're going to get some sounds here, and I've got 4 of them set up. I got one there, one right there, and one right there. Just look for those emerald blocks, and every time I've got these perfectly laid out so that they, their audio, because you can hear jukeboxes up to like 48 blocks away. I've spaced them out so that there's perfect overlap, and you can hear them throughout the dungeon. They're all synced up, all the timings and delays here. Everything is great, so all I just need to do is get some audio for these for now. Okay, I've got some super fancy temporary audio made, and I'm going to set up a little temporary clock here. That should do it, I think. Let me see if that's go.
Plank blocked.
It worked. Okay, let's go. Oh, hold on.
Plank blocked.
Is that the right time? Let's slow down a little bit. Let's speed it up. There we go.
Plank blocked. Plank blocked.
Oh, I love it. It's so bad. Okay, here we go. Let's fly around now
Blocked.
and see if it's synced up.
Plank blocked.
It's obviously going to be louder in some places than others.
Plank blocked.
This makes me so happy.
Plank blocked.
Blank block. I mean, eventually these won't be
Blank
words.
blocked.
I'm just going to get sound effects for these, I think, just so players like
Blank
symbolically
blocked.
will know what's happening. It's for clank
Blank
blocked,
blocked.
clank blocked, clank blocked.
Plank blocked.
Oh, that sounded out of sync.
Plank blocked.
Oh, these are out of sync here.
Plank blocked.
Definitely out of sync here.
Plank blocked.
Yeah, it has a little homemade reverb.
Plank blocked.
Okay, now the hazard line, I'm going to turn this one on.
Hazard up.
Oh, it works. It just works magically. I love it. This is great. I love it when systems just magically start working the way they're actually supposed to. Let me change some of the timings here to speed it up a little bit, I think. Take a little bit more out.
Hazard up.
Hazard up. Sounds are so bad, but they're temporary again. We'll have better ones later. Now the last one, if I just take some hazard block
up.
and throw it in there, it should switch from hazard up to...
Hazard up.
Maybe not.
Hazard blocked.
Hazard blocked. Oh, yeah.
Hazard blocked.
Oh, that's so satisfying. And every time we get the hazard blocked,
Hazard blocked.
counts down 1. And then when we're all done with hazard being
Hazard
blocked,
blocked.
the next one should automatically go back to hazard up or not. Hello? Oh, right. Because there's a chance over here.
Hazard up.
There it is. Yeah, there's a 1/3 chance it was failing right there. I forgot. Okay. Oh, this is so good. It's all working. Actually, well, there's kind of a problem here because the hazard up announcement is only happening once it passes the initial 1/3 test here. And technically it shouldn't. Technically it should be like right here or something because I do like a 1/3 test here and then a 1/6 test at all the nodes. So you're only going to hear about 1/3 of the hazard ups. I don't want to dedicate a whole new bus line for that. We got to figure this out. All right, so I'm sitting here thinking about it actually, and now in the new cards, I have no card that adds hazard, so hazard will only go up over time. I'm wondering now, and maybe this is me just trying to look for an easy way out, but I'm wondering maybe I don't even need hazard up notification because it happens consistently and on a timer that's, probably every 30 seconds or something like that. And people will notice that hazard is going up by how many of the doors and things like that in the dungeon are closing off. So it almost seems redundant. On the other hand, though, knowing that you blocked hazard is important to know that the cards you're playing are working and stuff. But I think I'm just going to kill the hazard up sound. On a completely different note, I've set up a simple clock here. And the design I'm going with here is whenever the game is on, treasure is automatically released into the dungeon at a slow kind of trickle. So treasure cards aren't necessary to get a key now, but they will definitely help you. And I'm definitely going to be certain to monitor this duration and stuff because I want to be able to, very much control how much treasure is put in there by default. I don't want this to be too much. I don't want it to be too little. Okay, it is almost time. I believe almost everything is done, and we're almost ready to do a test run, a zero threat test run, I like to call it. The only thing left to do is I gotta fill the dungeon with the things behind me. I just spent quite some time going through and making a whole ton of these are now the official coins, decked out coins right here. We have decked out crowns. I might still change out this art. I'm not sure if I want it to look like an actual crown or look like a better coin. This one's up for debate, but I can change the art out without having to redo all of these. But anyways, we have all of our crowns now, 4 shulkers of crowns. We have all of the embers. I'm probably just going to leave this one. I kind of like this art. 4 shulkers full of frost embers. And then we have the keys for level 1. They're all called level 1. I may eventually have 4 different art styles for different keys, but right now it's just going to be 1 and they're going to be named differently. If I get energetic, I'll make different keys or something like that. We'll see. Maybe just tint them or something. But I have to load up all the treasure hoppers with coins, crowns, and keys, and all of the frost ember hoppers, not dropper words. You know what I have to do. It is done. It is done. All of the treasure and ember droppers have been filled. It took a while. So I lied about the artifacts though. Okay. So I previously had, these were my artifacts before here. I was using blaze powder because it glows and stuff. I'm using iron ingots now. So the sad part is all of these artifacts that I spent making and giving cool names and color code and everything, I got to do it all again. So here's the deal. We don't have real artifacts today. We will soon. The art is done. I just got to hook them all up and everything, but I really want to get this test in, and we don't have real cards today. So those are coming soon as well. Also, the art's going to be coming very soon. So here's the deal. These are my temp cards. I have these cards. I have Sneak, Treasure Hunter, Ember Seeker, and Stability. So I'm actually going to put in 2 of each of these into my deck, and we're going to make a run. Okay, so let's be 100% clear here. This is not going to work. This is not going to work even close to working. This is literally this first step of debugging about 1 billion systems. So the process is going to be run it, see what went wrong. Fix it, run it again, see what went wrong. And there's going to be a lot of that. And we'll see what happens here. So we're definitely doing an easy run, and I've got my shulker here. We're going to do a replay mod of this. So I think when everything's wrong, I can get on replay mod and see what went wrong and watch all the systems, I think. So here we go. We'll see if this even works. Boom. Okay. And it's been on a minecart. The chest, by the way, those from the stream, I fixed that. There was a delay in the ticker. All right, here we go. Boom. Go. I should have fixed the audio. There's the audio. Minecarts are super loud. I'm gonna turn minecart volume down. Minecart, I don't know which one that is. Anyway, here we go, and we're in. There's my compass.
Hazard blocked.
Hazard blocked. Okay. Oh, that's right. I gotta fix the door.
Plank blocked. Plank blocked.
I don't think anything's working. Okay, oh, I forgot to turn the hazard down. The hazard is super aggressive. If I remember correctly, it's on. Oh, that's treasure dropping right there. That's treasure dropping. I feel like all the cards already played. Okay. All right, we got a little bit of clank. Oh, I heard a tick. I heard a tick. Did the treasure... Oh, the key! Oh my gosh, we got a key on our first try. Okay, that should not happen, but it did. Clank is way high. We're at like maximum clank here. Okay, I've got a bug in that system. I totally like redid the whole clank system, so... Clank is a problem. Clearly, the heartbeat is up. Totally not working. Let's see if we can find a little bit more treasure. I haven't heard too many dings, though. Interesting, you don't hear the heartbeat that well over here. It's kind of quiet. That makes me want to go to the back of the dungeon here. We're gonna cheat. Oh, we cheated. Interesting. I think the heartbeat... The fact that I'm not even hearing a heartbeat out here is a problem. And I think one of the segments isn't playing correctly. Maybe. I mean, we're at maximum clank right now, so there's obviously a problem with the clank system. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a coin dropped right there. That's good. Okay, I have some obvious things that are very wrong with clank and hazard. They're both totally capped out right now. We're basically at max hazard now too, I think. We're getting tons of clank. See if there's anything up there. Nope, nothing up there. All right, by the way, I should look at my compass. Where's that? Oh, did we get lucky and get one right? I think it's in that room right there. Let's go around. I feel like it's in this room right here. Yes, it is. Okay, this. There, okay. Did you hear that click? That would have been the artifact if I had loaded those up. And then I would make my way. Let's go see if the door opens with our key. Not that we need to go to level 2, but I just want to see if it's going to work. Okay, we're in here now. The doors are closed. Treasure's still dropping. I think there's a treasure spot back here. Nothing dropped back here. There should be more treasure too. I might have to look into that. But anyway, let's throw our key in. Yes. Okay, both doors should be open. Let me just double check the other one. Done. All right. Excellent. Okay. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how I expected the first run to go. Everything's a complete mess. Aha, problem number 1. Okay, yeah, this is a new system I put in today, and it was a means to be able to trigger Clank super fast, but still throttle the rate at which I sent it to the Clank system. And you can see this line right here. I am bud powering that dropper, so the items in here are never leaving, and Clank is just instantly going to maximum. Fix this. And of course, I forgot to reattach my redstone that I took away when I was testing. And would you look at that? There's my deck of cards. It never even got unloaded because there's a stupid piece of dye right in there, probably when I was doing redstone on the system that breaks the shulker box and sends them to the water stream. We probably got a spare piece of dye right in there. Okay, test number 2, I fixed a whole ton of stupid little mistakes because, you know, that's how it goes in the beginning here. So I think this run might go a little bit better. I have 1 card of each in there now, so there's only 4 cards in my deck. Here we go. Got the audio working a little bit better now. I turned friendly. My cards are on friendly creatures, apparently, for whatever reason. They should have their own audio channel. Come in here. The door should work. Cool. The door should work. Why does the door work? Where's my audio for my door? Come on. Maybe there were too many sounds playing. Let me go over here. Close. Okay, the close works. Maybe there was just too many because there is a maximum number of sounds that Minecraft can play at once. Oh, and there's the first card, Ember Seeker. Okay. I also turned the hazard back down to normal levels, so it shouldn't be going crazy now. I'm gonna try and generate some Clank here. There we go. That's my first Clank. I did not have a sneak card out, so it should not have been blocked. And the absence of any
Treasure hunter.
Great, treasure hunter. The absence of any notification means that the sneak was not blocked, or the shrieker was not blocked. All right, where's my compass say? My compass points to, I think it's over on that far side. GD, jump with Elytra. Look at all these stupid bats. And for those wondering, no, bats do not trigger the shriekers. Shriekers don't.
Sneak Clank blocked.
Yeah. Okay, the fact that Clank was blocked immediately when Sneak was played seems odd because I wasn't generating Clank here, so I'll have to look into that. And there's Sneak only blocks 1 Clank, so we did get a blocked Clank, but it seemed like it was inappropriate or not correct or something.
Stability.
Okay, so now we should get
Hazard
blocked. Just coincidence the timer was up there maybe. We gotta go inside the crypt. That's the problem, is a lot of times you can't figure out where your thing is. Like, even if you know the level, you can't tell where your compass is pointing. It looks like it's up on the 2nd floor over here, I'm guessing.
Hazard blocked.
Okay, there's a hazard blocked. Did we get this one? Oh, here we go. Right, it's this one right here. And click. That would have been my artifact if I had my artifacts in the game right now. Generating a ton of Clank right now. I might... Oh. See, this is the problem too. I really, this drives me nuts, but once you generate a Clank from a Shrieker, it continues to generate more Clank, and I could change that so that it like closes itself off. I think, so much Clank is being generated in here. There might be too many Shriekers in this middle area here. That's insane how much Clank is generated. Okay, but it played the 4 cards. And it's done. And like right now it would be playing that. What I want to do is like add an extra noise that when the cards are gone, it kind of plays another noise, like a your deck is empty noise, like a little kind of thing. Obviously something more appropriate, but something to let you know, look at all the Clank we're generating here going through there. Yeah, possibly too much clank being generated. But again, this is part of the design process. It's totally fine. Heartbeat is going crazy right now. Looks like hazard. I turned hazard down to once every 30 seconds and it didn't generate hardly any closed doors here. So we'll see. We gotta run a lot of tests, and we made it out with our artifact. And now the best part is the cards should be getting shuffled back into my deck, and they should be getting sent up to the surface. So let's head up there. Normally, like next episode, we're gonna have a system that brings you back up to the surface, but let's fly up there manually right now. And our deck should be appearing here shortly. There, oh, excellent. There it is. And it has 4 cards. Bonus. Okay, well, I mean, it's a little rough around the edges, obviously, but I gotta say, that went pretty well. Most of the systems are in place. Trust me, guys, any concerns you have about things being totally out of whack or imbalanced, I will absolutely get to them. We are going to balance this thing perfectly before it's live. We're not even close yet. All this next week is going to be me tweaking things and making sure everything is working exactly as it should. And if things go well this week, I think next episode we might be bringing some beasties into the dungeon. I can't wait.